do have Glen Close right here at the Four Seasons. Incidentally, with all the incredible talent that this woman has and all the kudos and all the title roles, do you know that she's also sung the national anthem before some of the Mets games? Bet you didn't know some of that. Glen Close, we welcome you to Good Day. I'm delighted to meet you. Somebody once remarked about you after the incredible performances in Garp and The Natural. Wait till you see the bawdy, sensuous, lusty side of Glen Close. That's going to come up. Is that what we're seeing in Maxie?
Yes.
We're seeing that side?
You are, very much. And it was wonderful to finally have a character that demanded that, and I could go crazy a little bit.
You like that?
Oh, yeah.
Were you held in? Are you suggesting perhaps that you're held in a little bit in The Natural? After all, you never got to really have a big scene with Robert Redford. I mean, was there kind of a, let me break out a little bit? The great sorrow
of my life. No, I don't feel held in because I think all the characters that I've played up to now demanded a certain thing, and it's a very fulfilling feeling when you try to create a character and you start loving her and all that. But Maxie is just the first time I've done a full-fledged comedy on film, and it was wonderful to do.
You know, I read, I think, an American film magazine about you, and the constantly actors are being asked this, the difference between being on the stage and being in film. And you remarked, I think, about The Natural director, maybe Barry Levinson. He knows what he wants the actors to do. He's just not letting us in on it. Where do you feel more secure, on the stage or on the celluloid, Glen?
I regretted that being in print because I was in a very bad mood that day when I did that interview.
Should have said that?
No, I mean, when my home was, I was in the theater. That's where I began. So when I started movies, it felt like alien territory. But now that I've done a few, I really think that theater and film are complementary to each other, and I could learn things from one and apply it to the other and vice versa.
But you will never give up the stage, I imagine, no. Opportunities to act with the people like Jeremy Irons, or be on with Barnum, in Barnum.
I'm going to do a play this fall in New York with
play?
Sam Waterston. Benefactors, it's an English play again.
Is it exciting now, the fame, the fortune, the stardom? Did you foresee it? Is it what you wanted it to be?
I don't think about that too much. The one thing that's wonderful is that you have more of an opportunity. As people see you do more, hopefully you're in their minds more and you have more of a chance. You're given better material. You have more of a choice. I think I'm still as picky as I've ever been about what I really want to do and what turns me on. But I love a chance to do good work, and then I like my life outside of that. So,
let me ask a little bit about that. I read about your parents moved. Your father was a prominent surgeon, I think, in Greenwich, Connecticut. And
he never practiced.
Never practiced, but he moved to the Belgian Congo, leaving you with, I guess, in boarding schools and also with a grandmother. Is that right?
Well, it sounds a lot worse than it was.
Tell me briefly about that.
Actually, my father first went to Africa in 1960, and we lived in Switzerland for 2 years, because he was there all during the fighting when the mutiny broke out in the Congo, and we obviously couldn't be there. And then after 2 years, I and my older sister came back to this country to finish school, and my younger brother and sister went to Africa. So we were spread out for a while.
Is that part of your life now, that separation? Does that play into who you are now?
Well, it was part of me, because in those days it was a real part of my family. I think all families go through hard times and difficult times, and our family had a share of it, but we're closer now than we've ever been.
You have married James Marlis, an young college classmate of mine. Is it true that Jimmy Marlis from the Chicago area had never heard of Glen Close when he started to date her?
No, he didn't.
No idea what you did?
No, I think he probably thought I was a man. Hopefully not after he met me, but no, he was a blind date at a dinner party after The Real Thing one evening. That was organized by an older couple who was a friend of my aunt and uncle's, and I wasn't dating anyone at the time and had nobody. None of my good friends were in town, so he had a great career as odd men out at dinner parties in New York for a long time.
Not anymore.
No.
It's exciting. Marriage, no children yet. You're just recently married. And what would you love really to do in the future? One wish could come true. What would it be, Glen?
One wish, girl, that's a hard one. I have many, many desires and wishes, and I still feel very raw, very hungry. I suppose, well, I don't know, too many things to choose.
I have enjoyed talking with you. You think about that and let me know, and please send my love to Jim Moss.